Menu narration option is set to. Menu narration option is set to off.
Friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm. After when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Say two. Check four.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards, did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go. Black 80! Stay with your man!
Garoppolo on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo steps away to his left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Redskins nothing. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
56, Mike, 56. Hey. Whip. Watch the whip.
Play action. Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. I'm coming after you. Hustle. Hey, one set.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're running. Right there. 54, Mike.
And watch the ball. 49, check 49, check 49.
Check nickel.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. 1st down, here's the run with Peterson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bandit. Motion. Off. 56.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready. Let's go. Come on. What? Go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Get ready, get ready, get ready. Set, 12. Lock. Check, Mike, get hot. Line 54, get hot.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, San Francisco.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Lucky. Get hot.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
And it's 3rd down.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Here we go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm scared. Shoot. Okay.
Second down, Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set, ready. Switch the outlaw. Watch twist.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. Check 56. Check. Check 3.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
56. Mike's 56.
They go play action now. Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set, hut. Touchdown.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. This is caught at the 20. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
On 1st down, Thompson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Haskins. Flush to... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
21.
56.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Here's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we heavy on the edge. Hey, gun. Mike 56, Mike 56. 12, fellas, here we go. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 36. Check 24. Check 24.
Tight dog.
On 2nd down, Peterson. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. 56 to Mike.
Now Haskins. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ready?
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
San Francisco.
Here we go. 180!
Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hatchet.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo again. Over the middle of Kittle, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mike 56!
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
56.
Haskins will throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let me up. Tighten up.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, a run with Thompson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come off the ball, kill.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back, squeeze.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Ready, 57 ending. Mike's 56. Bound to lose one.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56, Mike, 50.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
65.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Go to base. Go. Watch the flag. Watch the block. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Hey. Mike.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. Set. 56 yard. 56. Watch the pass.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Thompson. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
In your face.
Here's Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
56 is the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Peterson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.